great aspect of this summit is that it brings together so many people into one room that also live and breathe it alongside us as a firm. And that's what makes it so important.
Bringing together all these minds, people that are really well versed in this area, I think it's a fantastic opportunity to really try and face the issues head on, but also an opportunity for real, meaningful impact.
Deborah Meaden is our keynote speaker. We've also got clients and partners from within the firm talking on panels. We've got an audience made up of clients, captains of industry, we've got senior media representatives. And I think the starting point has to be that ESG is consumer-led. The reason organisations are embracing ESG is because it's what consumers want.
The customer is very aware of the problems and aware of the issues. And business can be fleet of foot. It can make quick decisions. It can decide this is what we're going to do and get on and do it. And actually governments, they're a little bit slower. This thing's coming at us quite fast. I think business has a really, really important part to play and not allow the negative rhetoric to knock it off its journey. And that's why I say business is the big hope.
One of the threats that ESG is facing is the politicisation of ESG, and in the States we see significant funding going into political parties, and their pound of flesh in return is a particular view on ESG.
The legal landscape in the United States is quite divided. In so-called red states, they're generally anti-ESG. In so-called blue states, they're generally pro-ESG. Clients need to understand how to operate their businesses in a legal way, even in those red states.
But in the UK, much more, it's about the misunderstanding of ESG, of what the benefit it is that it brings to individuals, and political capital. But the second reason it's at a crossroads is because governments are changing the approach to ESG. They're changing the way that they're requiring organisations to embed ESG as a matter of law and regulation.
We are dealing with a vast amount of regulation that is very new and is constantly evolving. And what we're now witnessing is a shift in that soft law perspective to hard law. What that essentially means is that organisations are required to actually sit back and articulate how they are going to work with governments to achieve ESG goals and objectives.
At the summit, someone made the analogy that complying with ESG is a bit like building a car while you're driving it on a road while someone is laying it, and then suddenly it forks. So the challenges are huge. That's exciting for us advisors, helping our clients to navigate an evolving landscape.
But the flip side of that is don't lose sight of what the regulation is trying to achieve. Organisations still need to remember that the purpose of the regulation is actually to drive change.
Being able to come along to a session like this and to contribute, to have a bit of a therapy session, frankly, and to hear from others has been really valuable. The contribution that Hogan Lovells make beyond just legal advice, the team that they've set up and the focus that they've got on ESG is something that differentiates them. It's something that I value, that a lot of law firms are looking to drive.
We want different things. We want to do things in a very different way. So this is a real moment of change within business, which I think is really exciting, not just ethically and morally, but commercially really exciting.